A lifelong dream became reality for Patrick O'Connell over the weekend as the former Montana Grizzly linebacker signed a rookie free agent deal with the Seattle Seahawks. It's a team he grew up rooting for, and he even was reached out to by a former idol of his, in former Seahawk linebacker Lofa Tatupu, a man who now works for the Seahawks and will work directly with O'Connell and the linebackers when he arrives to Seattle.
I saw the headliner of the text, and it was like, "Hey Patrick, this is Lofa Tatupu," and then it was just like ... So I was like, because I didn't know at the time he worked with the team. I was like, is he just reaching out because he saw like I signed or something? But then I saw he worked with the team, and it was pretty awesome to be able to communicate with him.
O'Connell was picked up by Seattle at the conclusion of this year's NFL draft. The wait felt like an eternity, but the celebration after was one to remember.
It was like 20 minutes after the draft, but it felt like 2 hours because I was just sitting there waiting. But yeah, so I got off the phone with my agent, and I told my family and my fiance's family, like, so we're going to sign with the Seahawks. And they're like, what? What do you mean? I was like, we're going to sign with the Seahawks. And then it finally clicked with them, and they all just started screaming and yelling, and it was an awesome time.
It's another chapter and odds-defying opportunity for O'Connell, a well-traveled athlete who grew up in Kalispell and was a two-sport Division II athlete in North Dakota before opting to walk on at for football. At Montana, he turned into a two-time All-American and one of the best defensive players in the country. After a stellar performance at UM's Pro Day back in early April, O'Connell saw the interest from NFL teams grow as the draft approached.
Yeah, I think growing up, I like to compete in everything that I've done. I like to do things the hard way so that when the challenge comes, then it's not so hard. Obviously, there's going to be challenges along the way, but to go out and do everything that I do 110% is going to make it a little bit easier when that time comes, and that's how I like to do things.
The Glacier grad now once again has an opportunity before him, and if anyone knows how to seize the moment, it's Patrick O'Connell.
Like, if you told me that, then I'd probably say you're crazy because I didn't know where this thing was going. But once I kind of grabbed the bull by the horns, you could say, then I knew what I wanted to do with this. I wanted to go all in. There's a lot of sacrifices that go into being great at the college level, and I'm signed a pro contract, and it's time to even ramp up the work even more. So I'm excited to do that.
Reporting in Missoula, Kyle Hansen, MTN Sports.